again, I would like to congratulate the organizers, particularly convener and head of the Department of Food Technology for organizing this event, which will be very beneficial to all of us. And also, I think in this field of the food processing, Department of Food Engineering and Technology is working in a very excellent manner, and they have, I think, organized second webinar on this. So, food technology is a field in which there is a lot of scope in India as well as global level. So I think our students should be encouraged to take a training in this field also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your blessings. You have been a constant supporting pillar and always ready for always ready for providing motivational support. I take this opportunity to thank respected Dean sir and our TechU coordinator Shukla sir for finding time to be with us in this webinar inaugural session, in spite of their preoccupations. Thank you all again. So now, without delaying further, let's move for the technical session. Before we proceed for the technical session, it is my humble request to all the participants, please do not post your intro or nice presentation, etc. in the chat box. We value your opinions, and thus feedback opportunity will be given to you after this webinar. So post only your questions in chat box. So let's move for the first technical session. The first technical session will be taken by Mr. Abhay Gupta. Mr. Abhay Gupta has completed his BSc in Food Science and Technology from Bundelkhand University and MS in Food Science from North Dakota State University. There he has developed lentil flour bread as a replacement to regular bread for consumers with celiac disease. He also developed almond milk frozen dessert as a replacement to regular ice cream for consumers with lactose intolerance. After that, he has worked for several US companies, mainly in areas of bakery, egg, and dairy. Most recently, he has been at Univar, a specialty ingredients company. He provides technical support in product development and also grow his territory by managing customer accounts from a technical standpoint. As he is going to discuss about the career opportunities abroad, it is suggested especially to the student participants to interact with him by sharing their queries in the chat box. So without any further delay, I would like to request Abhay Gupta sir to start his talk. Screen is all yours, sir. Sir, Abhay Gupta sir, please start.
Hi, Anjali. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Please continue, sir.
And are you able to see my screen?
No, sir, not yet. You have to share a screen first. Like we have checked it before the webinar starting. Yes. Yes, sir. It is properly visible, sir. You can continue, please.
Wonderful. So hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Abhay Gupta. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for this wonderful event. Today, I will start to discuss about the effects of coronavirus on the industry a little bit, and then switch gears into careers in food science, especially from an American standpoint. We will also go into the steps that should be taken if someone wants to pursue higher education in the United States. So let's start with a little bit about myself. I am a former student of Bundelkhand University and did my bachelor's over there, followed by master's here at North Dakota State University in Fargo, North Dakota. And since then, I have worked for different food companies in the US in varying roles. Currently, I am working at Univar as a technical manager. Um, so uh, my table of contents, a brief topics that I want to delve into. I would, first of all, I will start with the safety share. And then we are going to talk about the impact of coronavirus on the American food industry, the impact of the coronavirus on the research and development of the food products. We are going to go into the career side of this webinar where I'm going to discuss the pros and cons of the international degrees and how you can choose a career direction in food science, what are the job market trends, and the initial challenges that you might come through, and what steps, a step-by-step approach that you should be taken in the next chapter in your career. So first of all, the safety share, this is something we have been doing here in the United States. Well, we were doing it before, but since the beginning of coronavirus, just to remind ourselves of the dangers out there in our surroundings. So since the given situations, we have to address the elephant in the room. And therefore, this safety share is obviously on coronavirus. As of June 13, 2020, in the United States, there have been 2.1 million confirmed cases with 117,000 deaths. And India has had 309,000 cases with almost 9,000 deaths. So therefore, we should acknowledge that coronavirus is very real and very close to our homes and our families. And we should take precautions as being advised from government sources. Some basic precautions that we should be taken is, if you don't have to go out, please don't. If you must, please use face masks. Please maintain a distance of 6 feet. And please hand wash frequently and thoroughly for at least 20 seconds each time. In my next slide, I'm going to start with discussing about the impact of coronavirus on American industries. So the impact has been significant. As you can see here, 30 million people have lost their jobs in the last 3 months. The unemployment rate in the United States went from 5.75% to 14.7%, which is the highest since the Great Depression period of 1930. At that point in time, the unemployment rate in this country was 25%. Food industry was severely affected. In fact, one of the worst affected industries due to coronavirus. So far, 30% of meat packing plants have shut down. Other sectors have also been affected, either because a lot of people are working from home or plants cannot get the workforce in, either because A, they are sick with coronavirus, or B, they think they're sick with coronavirus. And this started to become problematic more and more as coronavirus grew. And the food supply in the United States started to get threatened. So White House took action and President Donald Trump enacted Defense Production Act of 1950, which orders the food companies to continue to operate under strict safety guidelines. So let's just look at these two pictures. The first of all is the first picture is a meat processing plant. And as you can see, people are so close to each other and they're not maintaining a 6 feet distance. And of course, these people are more than likely going to get sick and they're going to make other people sick when they go back home after their work hours are over. So after the act that was enacted by Donald Trump, we went from first picture to the second picture, where you can see people are maintaining social distancing. However, it is still a big challenge for the food industry, because in the second picture, there are actually less number of people, even though it's not very apparent from the pictures, but there are less number of people working in the plant. So what that really means is that the production lines have to slow themselves down, which means that less product is being produced, which means less product is being sold, so less sales, less profits. And so overall, the industry is in a decline, which does not help the job market situation. And so people are suffering either way. Another thing that happened during this COVID-19 pandemic is all food segments are now a STEM major. So food science years ago was not part of STEM. And that has been changing in the last few years. However, the rise of coronavirus made the government and education systems realize the importance of food science and the need of a quick response to the changes in the food research and development when situations like coronavirus arise. So this encourages companies and universities to acquire best food talent from across the world into the United States. And therefore, all segments were added to the STEM initiative. Now you must be wondering, what is STEM? We are going to get into what STEM is a little bit later. Let's first understand how the food research or the product trends have changed in the coronavirus pandemic. So, as I had mentioned before, that the meat industry has suffered. And the enormous spread of coronavirus had led to global initiative of basically changing the mindset of the people on how they choose their food and what foods actually enhance their immunity in case they were to get sick with coronavirus or any other virus or infections that are out there. So a lot of companies have had to restructure their brands and to promote products that are higher in vitamins, as well as include vegetables. So for example, specialty foods such as sports drinks, protein powders, etc., are now getting fortified by vitamin C, which is the cornerstone of improving your immunity. And not only that, but if you look at, like I talked about the economics of the food industry a little bit, so this is also a great marketing strategy in this point in time from a business development standpoint. And apart from that, organizations like Food and Drug Administration of the United States, or IFT over here, they have been promoting including more vegetables in people's diets, as well as citrus fruits. So vegetables like broccoli, spinach, garlic, that are high in beta carotene and vitamins have been really gaining momentum. So even like things like meat lovers pizza will now have vegetables included in that, or pastas will have vegetable included in that. Some people are even extruding vegetables to make pasta to get more vegetables into people. Now, the question is like, what do these vegetables or citrus fruits actually do, or the compounds in them actually do to improve your immunity? So the mechanism is kind of twofold. A, they increase the number of antibodies or the amount of antibodies which are produced in the body, which are basically proteins that bind invading microbes and neutralize them. The second thing they do is their antioxidant properties protect the white blood cells. So that does two things. A, white blood cells of your body can put up a better fight against the infection. And B, your body can fight for longer periods of time against the infection. So this has been a tremendous paradigm shift, because as I'm not sure how many people are aware, but America in itself is a meat-loving country. So this is, and which has been turning more and more vegetarian in the past few years, but this definitely has changed the paradigm to a certain extent, and we expect to see more and more of that. Now, let's discuss what is STEM. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. So this might be a little bit of a surprising point, but years ago, food science was not considered part of STEM. So what STEM does is majors that are added or career fields that are added to this American initiative that allows more government funds for universities and tax deductions for industries. What is in it for international students is once you come over to the United States for your degree, you generally get 11 months of time to work. You can call it practical training to gain some industry experience. But if you are doing a STEM major, if you're in a STEM major, then you get to do 29 months. And that the intention behind that is to attract more and more talent into the country, or best talent into the country. So now the question becomes, if somebody is interested in applying to the US and pursuing higher studies outside India, then what are the initial challenges? I think first question would be, should I do it or should I not do it? And I'm going to discuss should I do it or should I not do it by discussing the pros and cons of international degrees in general. Then the second question is, where do I start? So I'm going to talk about that in choosing a career direction in food science very shortly. And then lastly, what do I need to do? Well, A, you need to be mentally prepared for the commitment. And B, you should have a step-by-step approach of how you are going to go by so you can actually succeed in your goal, or at least get to a starting point. So let's start with the pros and cons of international degrees. Some of the pros of international degrees are, and I speak more from an American standpoint, US degrees are not only well accepted in India, but in other countries as well. In my opinion, Indian universities do an excellent job in strengthening your knowledge base. I think with international industry exposure, it will strengthen your profile even further and make you more marketable into not only just Indian or American job market, but the global job market. Secondly, global exposure to food business provides a further holistic approach in understanding the concepts of food science and the international food market and how it functions. So for example, if you are getting a degree from outside India, higher degree from outside India, then you get to work on some products that are atypical in India. So for example, development of barbecue seasonings or chimichurri seasonings, or working on meat products like lutefisk. Lutefisk is a Norwegian entree. It's a Norwegian fish. So you get exposed to different foods out there that are not very common for the Indian diaspora. Now, for exceptional students, US universities provide excellent tuition scholarships, which includes tuition waiver, as well as a monthly stipend. So although the competition for such a thing is extremely stiff, but if someone is selected, it can provide them with a degree, of course, but also a solid platform, a financial platform, right from the get-go. Now let's talk about some of the cons of international degrees. So as pretty obvious as it is a big commitment to commit yourself for a degree outside the country. It is actually a big commitment if you commit yourself to a degree inside India, but even it's a bigger commitment if you choose to go outside the country. Then you would be living in a different culture that you probably don't know about. You have to thrive in that culture because obviously more is expected from you, because now you are not competing at an Indian scale, you're competing at a global scale. So you have to be even better than what you were in your home countries. And then of course, from a personal standpoint, you would be away from your family for a longer period of time, and that can be mentally draining. So even after knowing this, if people feel they are interested in degrees outside the country, then food science is a very versatile major, is a very versatile career. Let's say if you're doing your bachelor's in food science, whether it is BSc in food science or BTech in food engineering, then you have kind of like a funnel approach where you can dig deeper and deeper or come outside the funnel. So from a micro standpoint, you can go into master's degrees or PhD degrees into the different food segments out there. So such as cereal science or dairy science, beverage science, meat science. There are so many options. Some of them I haven't even mentioned here, like microbiology. So you can really delve into really microscopic focused majors where you would be doing a lot of technical work. So if you choose this line, let's say cereal science, if you choose this line, you would be developing new bakery products as well as extending the shelf life of current bakery products and increasing or enhancing margins for the companies that you're working for. Now, you can go on the macro side and you can choose to do a degree in data science, which is basically statistics, or MBA. If you choose to do a degree, a master's or a PhD in data science, then you would be using your statistical skills to do analysis for the companies. It could be process control for food processing plants, or it could be business analysis of the company itself and help them choose the right directions for growth. For MBA, you would be managing a team, you would be managing projects, doing things like that. So you have, in all, you have tons of options available after you have done your bachelor's in food science. Let's talk a little bit about the expected US job growth in food science and related fields that I mentioned before. So food science is expected to grow, the job market is expected to grow 7%, and data science is expected to grow 19%, and general management jobs are expected to grow 7%. Now this includes all kinds of management jobs, but food science is pretty much up there. This is of course, this is a map of the United States, and what I'm trying to show here is top states where food science is in demand. And the more green you see, those are the top states. So for example, California, the state of New Jersey, state of Illinois, state of Texas, state of Minnesota. And as you can see the numbers, they have been exponential job growths within these states. Overall, 13,460 jobs were added in 2019 across the country, which for food science and the job market dynamic is a significant number than how the food science job growth was years ago. And we are on the upward trend and we are looking in the right direction there. Similarly, this is a stat for data science jobs. And these are the states, California, Illinois, Texas, New York, Chicago, that have seen the maximum amount of growth in the data science jobs, and 30,000 jobs were added in 2019, which is an exponential number. And every industry requires data scientists, and food industry is one of those industries that is pretty much up there. So let's talk about a step-by-step approach if somebody does want to apply at US universities. So as I had mentioned before, there are the pros or the advantages of having a degree outside India are enormous. But if you don't have the right approach at the right point in time, it can be really mentally draining and it can cause a lot of issues. So step one is you need a minimum of 3.0 GPA. Now, I know a lot of Indian universities, including Bundelkhand University, they offer your academic transcripts in percentages. So I've tried to make this easier here is every 25% is 1 GPA. So let's say if you have 75%, then you are at 3.0 GPA. Of course, due to global competition, you need to be doing a lot better than that. Similarly, step 2 is the entrance exams, and United States has 2 main entrance exams, which is GRE and TOEFL. GRE stands for Graduate Records Examination, and it is required for all master's and PhD programs in the United States. It is not the case if you're applying in Canada or England, Australia, New Zealand, but this GRE is specifically for the United States. It's a 346-point test. I don't know why it's 346 and not 350, which is weird, but we'll just go with that. And minimum points needed are 309. Now, a company called ETS is the official organizer of both of these tests, and you can get more details about it at their website. Their website is very comprehensive, and it's a very good approach. They would talk a lot about the test and how you can succeed in it. Second entrance test is the TOEFL test, which is test of English as a foreign language. And it is required for all students from countries where English is not the first language or the native language. And it is required for all degrees, undergraduate, master's, PhDs, if you are from one of these countries. And this is an internet-based testing, and it is of total 120 points. 75 points are minimum as a requirement in most universities. Some universities may be a little bit lower than that, but generally speaking. Again, the details of the test or how to register for the test, the fee structure and all that can be obtained from the ETS website, which is on this presentation. Study materials, in my view, or at least the general internet view, Barron's and the Princeton Review books for GRE and TOEFL have been really, really well acknowledged in the community. Also, there are various coaching centers in India, like Jamboree or IMS. They do a fairly good job of teaching you the concepts of the test and helping you succeed in what you're wanting to get. So if you are, when you're through with the GRE and TOEFL, the step 3 is choosing your universities that you want to apply to. Now, United States itself has over 5,000 universities. Now, if you're looking at it from a global scale, then when you add Canada to it, England to it, Australia, New Zealand, then there are a whole lot of universities out there. I don't know what the total number is, but a whole lot. So you really have to have an approach as to what universities you're choosing based on your academic standing. And again, sites like Jamboree and IMS are great in helping you understand your own academic standing and where you should apply to. So here in the United States, universities are divided into a tier system. And we have 3 main tiers, with tier 1 being the best and tier 3 being at the bottom, which doesn't really mean that they're bad universities. It's just a tier system we have. So I have mentioned some universities over here in each tier. Tier 1, Cornell, University of Texas at Austin, University of Wisconsin-Madison. Tier 2, Texas A&M University, North Dakota State University, Rutgers University. Tier 3, Grand Canyon University, Middle Tennessee University, Golden Gate University. And so all of these universities have different academic requirements, and you need to ensure that you're not just matching their academic requirements, you're actually above, hopefully way above their academic requirements, because it's kind of the selection of best candidates as it is in Indian universities. So it is generally said that you should be applying for at least 4 universities to improve your chances of success. And the reason why is because that university, A, should select you, B, they should select you with scholarship and stipends, because otherwise the cost of tuition at any university in the United States is very expensive. So, and then it again becomes a bigger commitment and a higher risk. So you want to be out there where they're selecting you with the assistantships that they provide. After you select your universities, the step 4 is to apply for those universities. And here I have mentioned a basic checklist. It's a very basic checklist. It's not inclusive by any means. Different universities have different requirements, but this includes academic transcripts, GRE and TOEFL scores, statement of purpose. In the United States, no matter what you do, they always have a question why and what's the value proposition. So a statement of purpose describes what you're wanting to do and where you're wanting to go in your career and why you are better than other applicants. And a university committee reviews it and kind of selects and uses it as a tool to select the best candidates along with other academic requirements. Of course, letters of recommendations, application forms, of course, you have to fill out. Your resume should be up to date. You should have a resume. It will improve your chances greatly. And of course, the application fee is generally $100 per university. It again can vary, but this is a very general number. Step 5, which is the last step in this process, is the acceptance in US visa. So once a university accepts you into the program and you get something called an I-20 form where you have to accept that invitation. And after that, you use that I-20 form to apply for student visa. And that student visa is called an F1 visa. There is a certain set of requirements, actually a long set of requirements there that you need to fulfill from a documentary standpoint. And therefore, I've included this website that will talk to you about what documents you need. And also keep in mind that your Indian coaching centers are along the way with you in your GRE and TOEFL, your selection of your university, as well as coaching you for your F1 visa interview, not just applying for it, but coaching you to do that. Of course, for a fee, but they are, I think, a good resource when you're on your journey. But lastly, you arrive in the United States and start the program of your choice and hopefully excel in it and achieve what you're wanting to achieve. So this is a very, very basic steps that I'm using to kind of define the process of how you can get from there to your next chapter if you choose to do so. And of course, for more details on the documentation or any of the process, you can coordinate with your faculty, and I would try to be as helpful as I can if you have any questions for me. So I hope this presentation has been valuable, and I would like to once again thank you all the organizers for all of your efforts in creating this wonderful event. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such elaborative and motivational session. You very well covered many major points related to opportunities in global food sector. Also, how to tackle the challenges. Apart from this, you are really a motivation for all the student participants from Bundelkhand University and other institutions who just dream about the position, what you have achieved so far, being at same place where they are now. Thank you so much, sir. There are a lot of questions. I'm taking few of them and I'm communicating it to you with your permission, sir.
Absolutely, please.
Okay. Sir, one of our participants queried about, is there any internship opportunity for a student or a student exchange program for food tech or dairy tech graduates to get an international exposure of industry and education? If it is, then how we can apply for the internship or student exchange programs?
So the student exchange programs are basically done university to university. So if you are a part of a university where there are student exchange programs, then how they do it is last 6 months of your degree, you get to finish at an American institution. So I know that, for example, GB Pant University, Pantnagar in Uttaranchal, they have a collaboration with University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign here, where students do exchange programs. As far as companies go, I am not aware of an internship program that you can do at an American company when you are pursuing a degree, especially an undergraduate degree uh, in India, unless your university has a collaboration.
Okay, sir. Thank you. The next question is that as the whole world is dealing with this COVID-19 pandemic, so is there like what is the effect or impact of this COVID-19 pandemic on the admission processes, or like it has it been reduced as compared with earlier, or is there any precaution and safety has been suggested by, for the foreigner students in US?
Yes, so I think the safety guidelines are general as they are in India. I mean, I know that currently flights are not operating, but that should change soon. As far as the admission process goes, I think it has improved because the government is spending more money on food science because they saw how their food was broken, almost broken, in with a 3-month virus. So that presents a great opportunity for international students to apply. Generally, when you start applying at any foreign university, it takes about 6 to 9 months to actually applying and coming over here. So I think by that time, this whole COVID-19 thing should be subsided by a huge extent.
Okay, sir. One of our participant is doing PG in agriculture background. So he wants to know about the doctoral degree opportunities and job in food sector outside India. And also he wants to know about the scholarships which can be opted to get the degree. And I'm adding one more question, that is what are the basic documents which are, although you have covered this, but they want to know about the basic documentation requirement to apply in US universities.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're doing, and I'm assuming when you say PG, he's doing a master's program in agriculture.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're doing masters in agriculture, you have an option of going into doctorate. You can go into food science. You can go into, I don't know, plant breeding, microbiology, botany, biotechnology. So many options are out there, and you can even go further into the micro subjects like I had mentioned, like cereal science or dairy science. Regarding the scholarships, if you are well and above based on the requirements, then scholarships can be up to 50% tuition waiver to 100% tuition waiver plus a monthly stipend in which you get to you don't end up spending all of that money. So like I had mentioned in my presentation, you do have an opportunity to graduate with a degree and a solid financial platform.
Okay, thank you, sir. One last question I'm taking. That is, one students wants to know that how the students manage their financial issues, like especially in US, because they are having a lot of expenditures to stay and to join the program, any degree program. So, what are the financial supports we can get there in US?
So I generally don't advise my peers or my students to apply for undergraduate programs because you don't get a stipend. But what a stipend is when you do a master's or a PhD here, then for doing the experimentation and your thesis, you get paid for it. And you get paid a handsome amount for it. So that covers all your expenditures. Now, if you do come over here without a stipend, then you do have the option of working here part-time. And on a student visa, you're allowed to work 20 hours a week. And that covers a lot of your expenditures. It doesn't allow for savings like the stipend does, but you still do have the option of working 20 hours a week.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, one more question, if you allow, sir. It is
Absolutely.
actually one of our participant wants to ask, like, how to prepare the SOP, like, if they want to email any professor under whom they want to do their research or something. So, what is the procedure for that? Like, is there any template available at any site, or they have to design by themselves? So they want.
So a statement of purpose basically contains your background, what you have done, and that includes your high school backgrounds. And by high school, I mean both your 10th and 12th, along with your undergraduate background, especially focusing on the research that you're wanting to do in your master's. Why do you want to do that? What do you think you will bring to the table? So that's the value proposition. What are you going to bring to the table for that university that other students might not? And how can you convince them that you would actually excel in your programs? And that goes hand in hand with the letter of recommendation you're getting. So like if your professor, your advisor, or your head of department is not supportive of you or doesn't give you a great recommendation, then your statement of purpose means nothing. So it's kind of like pieces of puzzle, and you need to have that complete puzzle, which includes your academic transcript. So let me answer that a bit more elaboratively. If your academic transcript is not good enough, but your statement of purpose and letters of recommendations is great, that means nothing. If you didn't do well in your GRE or TOEFL, but the rest of the things are good, it is still a problem because there might be tons of students who have everything that fits right, and they cannot even take all of those students. So, so that's the basic format for a statement of purpose, like I had mentioned earlier. You can find a template online. I think it's a Google search away. If any one of your students that you think is interested in my templates, I can definitely share those with you at a different time.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your informative session and also taking so many questions of our participants. Still, there are some remaining, but time is the constraint. So I will try to forward all these queries to your WhatsApp, and whenever you get time, you please reply, and I will forward it to the participants. Thank you,
Absolutely.
sir. Thank you so much for being with us and uh, for your informative session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you. You too, sir. Thank you. So it's time for technical session 2, which is being taken by Mr. Sanjay Rohela, sir. So I will start with a brief introduction of him. Mr. Sanjay Rohela, sir, has done his PG degree from HBTI and management degree from IM Calcutta. He has total 15 years of professional experience in quality assurance and new product development, manufacturing, and food process enhancement and auditing. He is well versed with continuous improvement tools and techniques, that is 5S, TPM, Kaizen, 7QC tools, SPC, and other in-house operational improvement programs. He has also exposure of working with SAP environment. He has worked with many reputed food industries like starting with Britannia, Bikanerwala Food Private Limited, Cadbury, Nestle, and then with OSR Beverages and Bottling Limited, Ghana, as technical production manager. Presently, he is associated with African Goods and Beverages as HOD of Quality Assurance and Research and Development, based at head office and factory at Democratic Republic of Congo, South Africa. He is also associated with NIFTM Sonipat, Haryana as visiting faculty. He is an effective communicator with excellent relationship management skills and a strong analytical problem solving and organizational abilities. And there is a long list of his achievements. So we are eager to hear you, sir. So I would like to request you to take over the mic and start technical session 2. Over to you, sir. Sanjay, sir, can you hear me, please? Am I audible
Hello.
to? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You are audible now. If you want, you can on your video also, and please start sharing your screen presentation.
Okay. Just wait, Anjali.
Yeah, sure, sir. Please.
Now screen is audible.
Sir, it is visible. You have to just make it fit to screen.
Still not fit.
No.
So it cannot be fit. It would be like this.
Oh,
It is
okay,
okay.
okay, okay, sir. No problem. It is visible. No problem in that. Sir, please continue, sir.
Okay. First of all, good morning to committee of this webinar who has organized this, patron and chairman person, conveyor, and all participants. So I would like to thank to give me this opportunity to present this webinar on the immunity boost enhancer for the functional food development. So now, so we have very less time. Just I got the information to conduct this seminar for the speaking on the technical session last 2 days. So we are also busy here in the manufacturing because still we have not closed the factory. Now we are running 12 hour with the local guys, and just I want to elaborate some COVID situation here. Here is also 4,600 people are infected from the corona, and the recovery rate is 12%. So out of 4,600, 100 people are died. Maybe they are died from the different disease, but the government is declaring it is from the COVID. So one person also died from my factory also, just because of the COVID. So now how we are running the factory, we have accommodated 100% inside the factory, and everything they are doing there, fooding, bathing, cleaning, everything is there. We are not allowing from the outside to the inside of the people. One doctor is permanent accommodated over there. He is checking on daily basis, and sanitizer has been fixed at the entrance gate, and we are using 70% alcohol content ethanol for sanitizing all the visitors during the entry inside the factory and our vehicles, everything. So we are maintaining the social distance and the utilizing the PPs. Okay, thanks for this. Now we are coming on the session. So my brief introduction has been given by Anjali. Thank you, Anjali, once again. So during the COVID, we need very much boost immunity for our body to survive and to fight against the coronavirus. So lot of natural foods are available in India, but nowadays we don't have lot of liberty to doing work. So we are suffering from the right food to eat against the coronavirus. So type of immune boosters are available. The natural plant-based boosters, natural aromatic boosters, natural herbs, herbals, natural fruits and vegetables, animal sources, dairy product also. For health immunity booster properties are, the booster should be the antioxidants. It should be anti-cancers, brain improver or brain enhancer. Vitamins and the mineral rich, anti-inflammatory property should be there, anti-aging should be there, anti-allergen should be there, rich of flavonoids should be there, of all the immunity boosters, antiviral, antibacteria, anti-germicides, detoxifier, anti-infections, good digestive, anti-constipation, and the PUFA. So these all immunity boosters we need make our body strong to fight against the coronavirus. So first is I would like to say the plant-based immunity booster. One is the lemongrass, which is easily available everywhere. In Africa also, the people are taking because a lot of people they're having the corona and somebody is saying the malaria because here is the less facility of the medical as compared to India and the Europe. So the people is going to the doctor, he is declaring it, he is having the COVID. So people are taking this kind of grass, which is known as lemongrass tea. So this grass we can boil in the water and make the tea. We can add some cinnamons or ginger. It is very good effective for the people. Very fantastic immune booster. So its property is there. It is relieving from the anxiety and it reduces the cholesterol level. If the person is having some high blood pressure or high cholesterol, it will help lower the cholesterol, prevent the infection. So it also helps to prevent the infection from the cancer also and other disease also, fungal infection. And HIV also it is helping. And sometimes during the disease, the person is feeling the pain, body pain. So it is giving the relief from the body for pain. So it will provide the comfortable situation to the patient. And it is the boosting oral health also. In case decay problem or inside the mouth, it is also helping. It promotes the boosting red blood cell level also. During the COVID or dengue or malaria, your red blood cells are decreased, but it is helping to increase the red blood cells and make the immunity very strong. So from this herb or from this grass, we can make very good beverage with the help of this and take it. It is antifungal, it is antiviral. It is good for kidney stone people also. And make it also add in the diet also with the juice if we are manufacturing industry. In the manufacturing industry, we can add partially liquid of this after extraction. We can partially add in the juices also. So it can be become your functional food. So that kind of we can use as a functional food. The next one, yeah. Some herbs are there, some flowers, some roots are there, which are very good booster. First is Echinacea. It fight the virus and infection. It is very good. It is abundantly available in the India. Another is the root. It is a natural immune booster, anti-inflammatory, fight with the cold and the virus. The second number also is very good. It helps to the in the cold and fight from the cold. And gold snail root also very good. It helps to the respiratory system. Sometimes the COVID patient is having some respiratory system in case any asthma patient plus corona patient. So his respiratory system is going to block. So that root can be helped. So that root extract can be made in the herbal recipe and then make it any juice, anything, and we can make develop the product with the help of this. Another is elderflower. Elderflower is also, it prevent bronchial infection and cold, sinus. So it is very good helpful for the people. The next is burdock root. It is also applicable to kill the germs, reduce the fever, blood purifier, liver cleaner. And the next one is dandelion root. It is natural liver detoxifier and the blood cleaner. This flower is very good. Elderberry. Elderberry is also fantastic booster against the flu and the virus, especially for fight against the cold and the virus, fever, and the boost immunity. So, e- elderberry, I will explain further also because it is very important immunity booster. The next is also respiratory strengthener, and second last is olive leaf. Olive leaf is an antioxidants. Antioxidants is very useful for our body. And the last one is astragalus. It is also immune system booster and fight against the virus. Some list of the natural immune system. I think everybody aware about the garlic, green tea, mushroom, probiotic, elderberry, and the acai berry. So first, we will see the acai berry. Acai berry is helping to prevent the Alzheimer disease. Alzheimer disease is the depression or mental stress, so it will help because there is available anthocyanin antioxidant, which is it is very good for fighting against the this mental stress disease, and it is also help in the neuroinflammation also. So this acai berry is the very good. So lot of the berries are the same function. They are very very good and having very good antioxidants and other inflammatory properties. I will share with you one by one because in this I'm sharing the berries part. So anthocyanin is the anti-carcinogenic also. It is anti-cancer and prevent the cell anti-inflammatory effect. Here is also beneficial for athletes people also for muscle recovery, and it is having very good nutrition. There is oleic, palmitic, linolenic fatty acid which are good for human being. And the next is cranberry. The cranberry is very good for the UTI infection. Everybody is using in case of the UTI infection, so it is very good immune booster for everyone. I think Dabur is manufacturing for this cranberry juice, but if the juice is 100% pure, it will very good effective as compared to diluted one. So this berry also the same function because all of the berries has the anthocyanin and very good immune booster. The next is aronia berry. Aronia berry is also anti-cancer effect, anti-diabetic effect because in the COVID patients, some diabetes patients are also coming in the hospital. So most of the diabetic patients are dying just because of the diabetic because already they are having the diabetic and plus the COVID issue. So most of the people are died with other disease also along with the coronavirus. So this aronia berry will help to improve the diabetes, prevent the diabetes. and it is also help in artery and blood vessels health, means proper blood circulation, minimize the blood pressure, minimize the cholesterol, minimize the cardiovascular disease. Its nutrition information is that there is having this berry is having lot of vitamins which are required for to the human being to make his system is very good. Lot of vitamin B, B6, B1, and pentothenic acids, and lot of minerals also available. The potential calcium, magnesium, iron, and zinc. Zinc is the very good vitamin. Sorry, zinc is very good minerals fight against the coronavirus because very less booster are available which is having less zinc. So this berry has good amount of zinc which can fight against the coronavirus, and this aronia berries we can use to make it the muffin, cookies, and the wines, and also we can add in the juice to make the functional food of that particular products. Either muffin we can do the functional foods, cookies we can do, wine we can do, the functional beverages, supplemented beverages with the help of this aronia berries. So next is blueberry. Blueberry also is the same property. Only the difference is that in the blueberry there is rich of the vitamin C, and it is also good for the diabetic person and cancer prevention. All the berries are the similar, little bit the change of the vitamin C or another, because every berry is having the anthocyanin and antioxidants which is good for our health. So it is also reduce the obesity. We can use it this booster as a functional foods, and this berry can improve the mental health, like the Alzheimer disease, stress, and all. It will also help to reduce the weights. This berry protect against the heart disease and maintain the cholesterol level also, and it's preventing from the cancer also and the colon cancer. It help to prevent the constipation and good for the digestion system. This is the nutrition value of this. Lot of vitamins and minerals. B6 is there, K is there, vitamin C is there, potassium, magnesium. So really we need, and zinc also is there. Really we need to make our immune system strong with the help of this kind of booster. Now is the blueberry. Blueberry is now is the blackberry. So blackberry is also the very good. It is boost our brain power. So it is very good for the brain. It it is rich of polyphenol contents, and it is good for the brain, and it nutrition also. So whatever you can eat, and partially if you make this in your diet, so your food can be easily digest, and it is also helping in constipations. It it reduce your weights, help boost immunity, and improve your vision. So he is also good for the eyesight also, and oral health also good from this diet. Now is the elderberry. Elderberry already I have discussed in the previous slide. So now little bit detail. Elderberry is also very good booster. It help in the boost immune system, reduce the wrinkle on the face, on the skin, and reduce the cholesterol level, promotes your bones and newborn tissues. It is also help your in your respiratory system, also fight from the cold, and also help in the constipation boost gastrointestinal system. So it is a very good immune booster, and we can make it partially as a functional food. We can use partially in the with the other ingredients and make the functional food if it is available in the easily. So next, I would like to share one of the example whatever I have present. So one company has prepared supplemented food with the help of all fruits and vegetable. So I would like to share in your my next slide. So this is the supplemented food one company has prepared. This is the organic green foods. So therein they have used a lot of fruits, lot of vegetables like a vegetables broccoli, and fruit is ginger, watermelons. So and blackberry also. You can see the blackberry natural extract also they have used and make into the tablet form. So this is available online in the USA store also. So fruits and vegetables, with the help of fruits and vegetables, we can prepare like this for the functional foods. So this functional food, they have used green fruits and vegetables, barley grass, oat, broccoli, spinach, cabbage, fruits and vegetables, apple fruits, carrots roots, strawberry, lot of fruits and vegetables they have used to make the supplemented foods nowadays. So it is good for cholesterol, it is good for immune system for the adults. Now is the natural aromatic herbal source of immune system. I think this is everybody knows the garlic is very good antiviral booster, and the combination of citric, lemon plus ginger, it is very good combination of the good booster. So it is antiviral, and every day we are taking, so our system can be very strong for make it strong. Next one. Now the so ginger is the oldest remedy, and it is very good for the flu and the common cold. It is effective against the COVID-19. It is having the antioxidants gingerol. So gingerol is the antiviral and kill the virus. So it is very good for us. So every day we have to use it, or partially we can make it the paste and can be add in any diet. For example, the we can make it bread, we can make it cookies also, and also we can use ginger in the beverage sector also. With respect, juice is the concern. Partially we can add it. Now the turmeric. Turmeric is also very good. The turmeric contains the curcumin, the phytochemicals, which can provide good immune system against the fight germs and the bacteria. So garlic is having the allicin. Allicin is the germicides which also make our body strong to fight against the flu, cold, virus, and bacteria. This is black cumin. Kalonji we are called normally. So kalonji is very good booster for the memories It's prevent the diabetes, it's control the blood pressure, it also fight against the cold and the flu. It is very good diet. So trifla is also a rich source of vitamin C because in which we are we are using amla, haritki, bibi, bibikati. So it is very good for our immune system. Neem is also having the very good antioxidants and it is very good for the antibacteria and antifungal properties. The people are using nowadays in Africa. The tulsi also the people are using. They are making some tea with the tulsi, with cinnamon, with cloves, and some jaggery also. They are making the tea and make it concentrate, and they are having to protect the body against the coronavirus. So everybody using this this tulsi. Ashwagandha is also the good immunity boosters nowadays against the coronavirus. And this is moringa leaves. This moringa leaf is wonderful source of vitamin C. It is more than the orange. Orange is having the less vitamin C, but moringa leaves is having more vitamin C. So this paste also we can use in our diets, or we can use in the any product development, in the herbal product development to make the functional foods. Cinnamon is also very good for the immune system. It is powerful antioxidants. It is infertility treatment. It is very good in infertility treatment. It is good for skin and it is very good for against the virus infection. So it is also reduce the viral infection and it is also reduce the risk of the cancer. So cinnamon is having good carbohydrates, good calories, and good fiber also. So zero fat and less protein content. This is the black pepper. Black pepper is also good booster for the health. So it's improve the digestion and weight loss, and it is also used for the asthma patient also. The asthma patient should eat black pepper. Now is the blend fruit juice. This is the fruit juice immune booster. So orange, grape, and other citrus fruit juice. If we drink, so our body immune system will be the strong. This is very good immune booster. So lot of vitamins here, vitamin B and A and C and zinc also from the orange. So it will help us to make our immune system is very good and give the strength fighting against the coronavirus. Green apple, carrot, and orange. There is three mixed juice also give us more strength, more booster, more immune will be strong from this juice if we are putting in our diets because lot of potassium here, lot of vitamin C, vitamin B also, which is very good requirement for our body. Bitter roots is very good diet in our body. So bitter roots, carrots, ginger, and apple juice also provide us very good immunity and lot of vitamins are required here. Vitamin B6, 9, A and C, which is good for us. Pumpkin seed also very good for us. It is anti-diabetic. The pumpkin is having zinc. Zinc is very good support for our immune system and against the fight corona because zinc is very good boost enhancer nowadays. So watermelon is also good booster because the watermelon is having the arginine, magnesium, vitamin A and C. It is good for our health. Avocado, I don't think so it is available in India because in India it is very costly, but in Africa we are taking every day all the people because it is very cheap. And avocado property is very good. It is digestive. It is, and it is having lot of antioxidants, and it's prevent the arthritis disease, asthma, and good for dental, liver, and kidney. Now the plant nuts and the animal source. So animal based source, we have the fish oil based source, DHA and EPA. So which is very good omega fatty acids we can partially use in our diets, or we can develop any functional food with the help of this. Because if we are taking the example of the Nestle, in the baby foods, as lactogen and NAN1, NAN2, which we are giving for the 1 year, 6 month, 6 month baby, 2 month, 2 years baby. So DHA and EPA we are adding in the baby food. DHA and EPA function is improve the brain memory, improve the brain, and it's prevent from the aging. And if we are taking the example of the Cadbury, we are manufacturing the Bonvita, compliance from the Heinz, and Horlicks. All factories, all industries are using the DHA and EPA for the for maintaining the good immunity system and good energy in the human being. That's why this animal source based DHA and EPA we are using in the manufacturing of energy drinks. So this is a very good source of immune boosters. Hazelnut is also very good. We should take the hazelnut also, and partially hazelnut diets we have to incorporate in the development, either in the cookies, bakeries, or jams, any food diet, any food development, new new functional food development. So hazelnut is also very good. It protects nervous system. It it it's maintain muscles health, prevent the cancers, lose weights, and it protect the nervous system. It is good immune booster. Almond also very good immune boosters. It keep low cholesterol, prevent from the cancers, and boost of immune systems and low blood pressure. It is very good almond, and we have to use in our diet. Pistachio also is very good. It is having lot of fibers, protein, antioxidants, and vitamin B6, which is good for us. Pistachio is keeping lower cholesterol and good blood sugar for our health. It is very good. We should eat in the diet during the COVID to maintain our good health and strengthen our immunity. Resveratrol is one of the antioxidant which is available in the grape, raspberry, and blueberry. So it is also good booster for us. We should eat it, or we should use it partially in our diet, or we can use as ingredients in the functional food development. In the red wine, chocolates, peanuts, or bakery products. So now everybody knows the globally challenge we are suffering from COVID-19 the worldwide. So we have this opportunity as a boost enhancer for the product towards the product development in the food industry. So lot of natural aromatic herbal animal source immune booster can be used for supplementary product development of functional foods and value addition in our diet for strengthen and boost human system for the fast recovery or all immune booster can protect from the any flu the COVID-19. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yeah. So in very short, my session is over. So please, if any have the questions.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for your informative deliberation. You very well covered many major aspects like how to take this pandemic as an opportunity. You also directed us to the need of developing food products fortified with the bioactive components to enhance the nutritional and functional values of the product, especially enhancing our immunity against COVID-19. Thank you, sir. So, just a second, I'm taking, with your permission, I am communicating few questions to you.
Okay.
Sir, one of our participants
Mhm.
queried about is there any allergic effect of these immunity booster foods or any harmful effect if they are consumed in high amount?
Yes. If you are taking example the garlic, if you are taking garlic in the high amounts, it will be not good for the health. It is harmful for the health. So always in the large amount of anything for the allergy or an anti-allergen boosters, it is not good for the health.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you. One of the our participant, he wants to know is there how the zinc acts against coronavirus.
Because lot of research have been done, lot of doctor has suggested the zinc, with the help of zinc we can save ourselves from the coronavirus, because the zinc is very good booster. So
Yes.
technically, I can't say because I didn't work in the zinc, but zinc is very good booster against the coronavirus. Everybody is saying this is the medical study have been shown, so it is proved, but clinically still not proved. But lot of people, lot of scientists, lot of doctors, they are suggesting zinc is very good booster against the coronavirus.
Okay, sir. Thank you. One more question is that is these immune booster foods are age dependent or have equal effect on the person with different age groups?
Yeah. So young age person should eat. They can they can eat more also, but after 40 or after 45, they should not be eat more because it can be the health hazard.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And I think there is one more question. If someone is having allergy from milk and milk products, like I think he is asking about lactose intolerance, maybe,
Yeah.
how she can improve his or her immunity and improve his health?
So he should avoid the lactose sugar because and lactase, the protein. So he should be avoid, and he should get the ELISA test from his the body, and he has to find out what is the particular constituent, what is the particular ingredients is affecting his body, and he's spreading the allergy. The ELISA, one of the tests. it is being done from our blood test. So from the ELISA, he can be verified whatever the constituent is attacking the body with respect to allergy is concerned.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking queries of our participants. Moving forward, thank you so much, both of the speakers, and this was really very informative session taken by you both. I hope the participants will be taking away a lot of updates after this webinar. Now, I would like to request convener of this program, Ravi Kumar sir, for his concluding remark and vote of thanks. Over to you,
Okay,
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Ravi sir, please take the mic. Ravi sir, can you hear me, sir? Sir, you are visible now. Just unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Actually, I was not able to unmute. Thank you, Anjali. It is really great that this webinar turned out to be very successful, and that was made possible by the contribution of our speakers for the day. I take this opportunity to thank our esteemed speakers, Mr. Abhay Gupta and Mr. Sanjay Rohila, for enlightening us with their immense wisdom. I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor for encouraging us to organize events at university level. I would like to especially thank Dean and Director Engineering, Professor S.K. Katiyar sir, for his support and motivation in organizing this webinar. I would like to thank Coordinator Food Engineering and Technology, Dr. Shubhangi Nigam, and Coordinator TechWeb, Engineer Brajan Shukla, for their support at every step. I would like to thank my whole organizing committee members who have constantly supported for organizing this webinar. The purpose of this webinar is not completed without this overwhelming response by the participants. I would like to thank all the participants who blessed us with their presence. Finally, I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Engineer Anjali Srivastav for all her efforts towards organizing and managing the event. One important information for all the participants that e-certificate will be sent to your respective email IDs within 15 days. Thank you all once again. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I would like to request all the participants and everyone joined in this webinar to please manage to stand at your places for national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you to both of the speakers and organizing committee. Thank you Katiyar sir, Shukla sir, and everyone who has supported in organizing this webinar. Thank you to the participants. I'm ending the meeting for you all. Thank you.